Hey guys, it's Rio. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be filming a video all about my latest perioral dermatitis flare-up. So as you can probably tell by my skin, I'll do a close-up a little bit later in the video, but I am currently having a flare-up of perioral dermatitis. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing what has triggered my flare-up. Spoiler alert, it's kind of in the thumbnail and title of this video. I'm also going to be talking about why synthetic disposable masks are to blame for my latest flare-up due to their toxicity. So if you want to learn more about it, please continue watching. And if you want to see more content from me, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your family and friends, and ring the notification bell so that you're notified of when all of my videos get posted. All right, guys, let's jump right in. Here is a close-up of my skin during my perioral dermatitis flare-up. Perioral dermatitis means inflamed skin around the mouth and nose. So yeah, you can see that that is basically what is happening. I have a lot of flakiness, sensitivity, lots of inflamed bumps, and just a whole lot of sensitivity. Okay guys, so I am gonna kind of go through my history of my perioral dermatitis, or as I'm gonna be referring to it as PD throughout the video because it's kind of a tongue twister. It's a mouthful, so I'm gonna be referring to it as PD throughout the video. So my history with PD is when I hit puberty at about 10 years old is when I had my first flare-up. And at about 10 years old, my mom took me to the dermatologist, I believe. I don't really remember, but I bet my mom took me to the dermatologist because my mom has a history with having a good relationship with dermatologists just because of skin cancer reasons. So I believe I was taken to the dermatologist to kind of solve like what's going on, why does she have this skin rash? And for a while, we were thinking it was rosacea because rosacea certainly runs in my dad's side of the family. I got the good old Davies skin curse. But we were initially treating it and treated it for years with 3-month rounds of doxycycline, which is an oral antibiotic, and topical steroid creams. So if you guys are holistically or naturally inclined at all, that is not a good combination, but I wasn't educated because I was a child and my parents weren't educated about the effects of long-term antibiotic use and steroid use. So that would clear up my rash on my face, and I did that whenever I would have an outbreak for years. And I think I only discovered my actual trigger for my PD when I was in my late teens. Like I'm talking like probably like 16, 17, around that age. And I was just delving into my own research because I was starting, and my mom knew about it as well. Long-term antibiotic use was wreaking havoc on my digestive system. I was having horrible bloating. I was not able to eat because of stomach pains. And long story short, my doctor wanted to put me on Prilosec at like 16, 17, 15, I think 15 actually, years old, every day taking Prilosec, which is an antacid, I think. But yeah, just wanted to shove a 15-year-old on more medication. So we began to do some more research about what could be triggering my perioral dermatitis. My dermatologist thought it was cinnamon for a while, thought it was the change of weather, stress, which are all can be triggers, but I cut cinnamon out. I stayed on the antibiotics and the steroid creams. Those steroid creams were so expensive too. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for helping me having good health insurance or paying for that. But when we started to do more research, I found that a lot of people's trigger is fluoride. So I switched to a non-fluoride toothpaste, and what do you know? I didn't have a flare-up for years and years. I think I think it's been 2 or 3 years at this point where I have not had a flare up. It's because I've been using non-fluoride toothpaste. And the water in Colorado is not very fluoridated, so I didn't have to worry about high levels of fluoride in the water in Colorado. Cut to moving to North Carolina. I've been here for about a year, and we actually have a Berkey water filter. It's that right there, if you guys can see it. It's a tabletop filtration system for your water. It removes all of the harmful things that can be found in your water. There's a whole list. I'll put it up right here somewhere. But also there are optional fluoride and arsenic filters that you can attach to your black Berkey carbon filters. So I opted to do that because I know that I have a sensitivity to fluoride, which causes this lovely rash. So I have not had fluoride exposure for few years at this point. So now, about a month ago, I'm starting to realize, hey, my skin looks like it's having a flare-up of PD. I started with a few little pustules around my nose, and before I knew it, it ended up looking like this. So I'm like, why the heck is my PD coming back? I haven't switched toothpaste. I've been limiting my fluoride exposure even more from having our Berkey water filter. What the heck is triggering my PD? So I work in low-income housing, where recently we started doing inspections again after COVID, we weren't doing housekeeping inspections or inspections in general on our properties. So about a month ago, I was doing inspections for 3 days where I had to, well, I didn't have to wear, but I chose to wear a disposable mask because of COVID-related precautions. One of the blue synthetic masks, because I could throw it away afterwards. I didn't have to launder it, and it was just easier. And I already didn't like the disposable masks for environmental reasons, but I just wanted to be able to throw it away after being in 180 units. So I had 3 days of wearing the synthetic disposable masks for a prolonged period of time while I was doing inspections in some of my apartments. And after probably about a week is when I noticed I was getting my small little bumps around my nose. And at first I was like, okay, maybe it's just a breakout, maybe it's just hormonal. And then pretty soon I realized, this is your PD coming back. And obviously I didn't correlate it to the masks at first. Cut to, I was doing the thing that a lot of people do. I was scrolling through the Daily Mail Snapchat story. Okay, cut to, the Daily Mail was slamming Kourtney Kardashian for spreading mask conspiracy theories. She did an Instagram post that I'll insert here. This Instagram post that she posted was talking about all the toxic materials in synthetic disposable masks. So think like the blue masks that a lot of people wear. They have a chemical in them called PTFE, which is related to Teflon. If you guys know anything about natural living, you know that Teflon nonstick pans are highly toxic. So, Kourtney Kardashian's Instagram post included information about PTFEs in masks, saying they were harmful because of the synthetic fluoride that is PTFEs. And I was like, wait a darn second. Masks have synthetic fluoride in them. And my mind was blown. I can't believe I literally just figured out my PD flare-up from a mainstream media source shaming Kourtney Kardashian for spreading conspiracy theories about masks. So I looked further into it, and lo and behold, most synthetic masks are made with the material PTFE, which is a synthetic fluoride. Right, so I'm gonna also be linking more information about PTFEs and fluoride in my description box of this video, but yeah, that was pretty nuts, and I'm so happy I figured out that I should not be using the synthetic disposable masks. And I wanted to make this video because, first of all, I'm not anti-mask. Honestly, living in the part of the country that we do, you don't have to wear masks often. Take from that what you will. But I wear one at work often just because it's our agency policy. Whenever I have like an applicant or a tenant coming into the office, even though I have a partition on my window, I'm supposed to wear a mask. And whenever I'm entering a unit, I'm supposed to wear a mask. So that makes sense. Totally fine with that. So it's not gonna be hard for me to just launder my cloth masks after each day of usage. And I'm just gonna be avoiding synthetic masks from here on out. So I can make a whole skincare video about how I treat my skin when I have a PD flare-up. So I will make that video here pretty soon as well, just in case any of you guys are also struggling with perioral dermatitis. And I wanted to also make this video because maybe some of you guys are struggling with what's going on with me right now, and you're like, maybe it's maskne. It might be you have a sensitivity to fluoride just like me, and you might want to switch to cloth masks when you have to wear one. So that's why I wanted to make this video. Again, I'll have more information about PTFEs, masking, and fluoride linked in the description box. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think we can be so quick to just jump to conclusions about, oh, just because somebody is saying that certain types of masks are bad and toxic, which they are, some of them, we can't just dismiss them as crazy conspiracy theorists, because I'm living proof that those synthetic fluorides are causing a reaction. So leave your guys' thoughts down below. Let's keep it respectful. I know I don't have a huge platform, but I know that fluoride and masks are kind of hot button issues. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to present to you guys today. And if you guys liked this video, please do not forget to like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks.